Hi everybody, before we get started with today's video about gazpacho, I just wanted to make a request of all of you. If you would be so kind as to share the link to my YouTube page with your friends that you think would be interested, and ask them, and if you haven't done it also, subscribe to my page on YouTube. I've got in the 30s right now, and that's after almost 6 months of taping, and I was hoping to be a little bit more than that. If this isn't for money or monetary purposes or whatever, just so I can get a better placement on Facebook as my subscriber base goes up. So if you got a second and you don't mind, I'd appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to The Angry Cook. This morning we're going to be making gazpacho. I've looked over several different recipes from different regions, personal recipes to restaurant recipes, and I think I found the one that looks to me to be the best. So we're going to start out like this. A blender. There's an original idea. No cooking at all in this one. Couple of pieces of bread if you've got like a French bread or something. Any bread at all will do. I happen to be using a couple of crusts. Stick them in the oven until they're just hard but not toasted. You don't want it toasted. We want about 6 inches of cucumber, don't we all? I'm putting in a little red pepper for a little bit of heat. You could use a quarter teaspoon or an eighth of a teaspoon of chili, not chili, but red chili flakes. We're going to use about half a bell pepper, 2 pounds of tomatillos, plum tomatoes please, more meat to them, some olive oil, extra virgin, and sherry vinegar if you have it, or red wine vinegar, which is what I have. So that's how we're going to start this off. Everything's going to be chopped up, blended, put together, put in the refrigerator for 2 to 6 hours just to cool down. This is a cold soup. We'll see how it all works out. Okay, we're going to start this guy out by making these 2 pieces of bread into breadcrumbs, and then we're going to pour them into this bowl over here. So let's start there. I like the Ninjas. They make a lot of noise, but I really like them. I was just pulsing it. I think that's about it with that. And you think your regular blender has sharp blades? This thing's like a machete. I've cut myself several times on it, but it does an awesome job cutting things up and chopping things. Next, we're going to cut all these bad boys into pieces and get moving. We're going to remove all the core from our tomatoes, quarter it, and we're going to stuff it inside. I'm going to do this with all 2 pounds, so I'll bring you back when I'm just about done. Just about done. Last tomatillo. Don't worry about capacity. We're going to smush that down in a minute after we put the other stuff in it. In fact, we might do it now because we're a little bit on the full side. Watch the blades if you have the Ninja. Regular blender, you don't have to worry about it too much. that bad boy down in there. Just helps with space, that's all. Getting those empty spaces filled up with stuff, or partially filled up with stuff anyway. Alright. Take our half of a green pepper. Take this and just pull it out like that. That gets rid of most of it. Get rid of the ribs. The ribs are bitter also, so you want to get those out as much as you can. In fact, I think we're going to use the bigger one half because I want to. We'll save this for garnish for later. You'll see. We come back in a few hours and for lunch and show you what it looks like. We're going to rinse that bad boy out. What I really like about this is it's not meticulous. It's not fine chopping and all this kind of crap. Everything is rough chopped because you're going to blend it. So I kind of like that for a change. Be a little sloppy. Get up here. So you're just going to make several choppies. Same thing with the little red guy. Use the red because of the red color. It is, after all, Gazpacho, which is supposed to be burning red. So, again, seeds and ribs on hot peppers always come out unless you're really a hot fanatic. This is where the heat is. You're looking for a little bit of heat and a lot of flavor. Not a lot of heat and flavor. So we're going to be a little bit meticulous about the ribs and the seeds. And we're going to rinse that bad boy too. Really, you probably could have put that bad boy in whole, actually. It's small enough, but whatever. We're going to use, I guess we use it all, it's just about 6 inches. It's actually about 7.5, but who's counting? We're going to peel it. You don't want the bitter outside, and it is slightly bitter, not a whole lot bitter, but slightly. And we're going to cut the ends off it anyway, so I'm not really concerned about getting the peel out the whole way. And we're going to chunk this also. Chunky monkey. And it's slipperier than crap. Nobody ever warned you that when you're doing it. Ends are off. Pieces. Voila. It's a very small onion. That's all I have. I'm going to see what it looks like. I might end up getting another one and sticking it in there. It calls for about half a cup. I don't think this is even going to make a quarter cup, but we'll see. Especially after we take the skin off. I had a cigar last night. It causes me to be even more froggy in the throaty than usual. But it was a good cigar. With some good beer. With some good friends. I think I'm going to add another onion to that, I think. So hang on a second while I get it. I'm back. I only have one more small onion, which is going to have to be cut up a little bit because it's a little bit disgusting. Remember my giant rant from a few videos ago? It's back again. I'll save you from hearing it all over again, but if you're a regular viewer, you know what I feel about Giant and anything that they sell. There's so much better stuff out there than what they sell. And then we're going to put a couple of cloves of garlic in. We're not even going to bother with that. Put my glasses down so I can see what I'm doing here. Garlic one. And you know me, you can't have enough garlic, as far as I'm concerned. I'm a garlic fiend. Used to be a restaurant when we lived in New Jersey, right after we got married. It's called Bonsai. And it was a Japanese restaurant. And it was busier than crap on the weekends, and that's when we go, of course. A little bit expensive, but it was worth every freaking cent of it. And the chefs always used to stand back, and they were great Japanese guys. And they used to ask you, garlic? If you wanted garlic with your meal, and we of course would say you pour on the garlic because it was awesome with garlic in it. Wow. I'll be right back. I got somebody asking for me. Okay, found a tablespoon. We're going to put a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar or sherry vinegar, whichever one you have. As I said, I've got red wine vinegar. I really don't like to buy things for once and done situations. I don't know when I'm ever going to use sherry vinegar again, so I just don't bother with it. Make a sub. 6 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the crumbs de la bread. I'm not going to put any seasoning in it just yet. I want to taste it first and see what happens. So let's go blend away and see what we come up with. The recommendation is to blend this for about 5 minutes until... Get in there, you. There we go. No, we can't. There we are. Until all the chunks are down. And you may have a couple of flakes. You can strain it if you want. I happen to think chunky's better than strained. So we're going to start this. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll see how it is. A little premature, I guess. We're going to pour this into a pitcher of metal. Oh, metal, Jesus. This is a translucent metal, transparent. Oh God, I can't even say that right. Transparent metal, by the way. Into a glass pitcher, cover it with saran wrap, and stick it in the fridge for a couple hours. See you in a couple hours. Well, we've been about 2 hours now, and I think we have a nice chill on our on our gazpacho. So we are going to give it a shot and see how we like it. As I said, it's for lunch. It's 11:45 Saturday. Nice, thick and creamy. Little, not big chunks, just little tiny bits. Not even chunks, bits. And you serve this with onion and green pepper. Alright, now let's give it a shot and see how we like it. See how it tastes. We know we like it. Not quite as cold as I want it, but it is refreshing. Some of my research shows in Spain they keep pitchers of this in the fridge and they just pour it out as a drink during the day, during the hot day. So try this. Don't put the salt and pepper in until you taste it, and if you think it needs it, put it in. But this is good. See you next time.